Welcome to the Property Investment Academy Southwest, where property knowledge meets real-world experience. Every week, we bring you practical advice on property investment, construction, development, health and safety, business and mindset, all based on real projects and years of industry experience from professionals who are actively building, developing and investing in property every single day. Whether you're buying your first investment, growing a portfolio, or simply looking to understand property better, our goal is to give you honest advice, practical strategies, and the confidence to make better decisions. If that's the kind of content you're looking for, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the journey. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss our latest content. Now let's get into today's video. If I could go back and give my younger self one piece of advice before making my first property investment, it wouldn't be about finding the perfect deal. It wouldn't be about buying at the bottom of the market, and it definitely wouldn't be about making more money. It would simply be this: find the right people before you find the right property. Because looking back now, after years in construction, health and safety, and property development, I've realised something. The quality of your decisions is directly linked to the quality of the people around you. And if I had understood that from day one, I would have saved myself time, stress, and some very expensive lessons. When I first got into property, like a lot of people, I thought success was about finding the right deal. I spent hours searching property portals. I watched endless YouTube videos. I listened to anyone who sounded confident. I believed that if I just worked hard enough and learned enough on my own, I'd eventually figure everything out. And don't get me wrong, that determination helped a lot. But what I didn't realise was how much time I was actually wasting trying to reinvent the wheel. I'd spent weeks researching something that someone with experience could have explained in 20 minutes, and that time is invaluable. I'd second guess every decision because I didn't know whether I was making the right call. Sometimes I'd delay opportunities because I lacked confidence. Other times I'd move too quickly because I didn't know what questions to ask. Looking back now, none of those problems came from a lack of effort. They came from a lack of guidance. Experience shortens the learning curve. That's something I've come to appreciate more every year I've spent in this industry. One of the biggest advantages I've had throughout my career is working in construction. Construction has taught me something incredibly valuable. No one builds a project alone. You've got architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, project managers, trades, health and safety professionals. Every single person brings expertise that somebody else doesn't have. If one part of that team is missing, mistakes happen. Costs can increase, deadlines start to slip. Sometimes projects fail altogether. Property investing is exactly the same. Yet so many people think they have to do everything themselves. Find the property, understanding finance, learn planning, manage refurbishments, understand the legal work, negotiate, build a portfolio. That's an enormous amount of knowledge for one person to carry all on their own. The smartest investors I've met aren't the people who know everything, they're the people who know who to ask. That's a completely different skill. Working in health and safety reinforced that lesson even further. People often think health and safety is just about ticking boxes. It isn't. It's about identifying risks before they become expensive problems. The same mindset applies perfectly to property. When I look at building now, I don't just see walls and a roof. I'm automatically assessing risks. I'm looking for potential issues. I'm asking what could go wrong. I'm thinking about compliance, future maintenance, structural concerns, project sequencing. That way of thinking wasn't something I learned overnight. It came from years of experience working alongside skilled people who had already solved these problems hundreds of times before. That's why mentorship matters. You're not paying for information, you're benefiting from years of experience that helps you avoid mistakes before they happen. That's where the real value sits. As I moved further into property development, this lesson became even clearer. Every successful development I've been involved with has had one thing in common: a really strong team. The best developments aren't successful because one person is brilliant. They're successful because the right people are involved at the right time. Good builders, reliable trades, good architects, experienced planners, solicitors who understand development and property, mortgage brokers who understand complex finance, accountants who understand property. Each person removes uncertainty. each person helps you make better decisions. And every good decision compounds over time. The opposite is also true. The wrong advice can cost you tens of thousands of pounds. The wrong builder can delay a project for months. The wrong solicitor can hold up a purchase. The wrong mortgage advice can leave you paying far more than necessary. Choosing the right people around you is one of the biggest investment decisions you'll ever make. So if you're just starting on your property journey, here's what I'd tell you. Don't spend all of your energy chasing the perfect property. Spend time finding the right people. Find people who've actually done what you're trying to do. People who've worked through different markets, people who've made mistakes, people who tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. Because properties, they come and go. Opportunities will also come and go. But the knowledge, the support, and the guidance you build around yourself stays with you throughout your entire career. Looking back now, that single lesson would have accelerated my journey more than any investment strategy ever could. And it's something I still believe today. Success in property isn't about knowing everything. It's about surrounding yourself with people who know what you don't. Here at the Property Investment Academy Southwest, that's exactly what we're here to help you do. To give you practical advice based on real experience, not headlines, hype, or guesswork. Here to help you build relationships that are going to last a lifetime. If you found today's video useful, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone else who's looking to get into property. And let me know in the comments, what is the biggest question you've got right now before you invest in property? Until next time, guys, keep learning, keep building, and keep moving forward. See you next week.